Today we'll talk about Black Widow's box office. Was the theatrical marketing a failure? So, if you really looked at the ads for Black Widow, most of them were advertising Black Widow for Disney Plus. This is probably for the reason why the movie is not doing too well at the box office, but did super well at Disney Plus. And I think they said that Disney might get rid of this model because they're realizing that it's really hurting the feeders because they're making people they were literally advertising like after movie release in feeders because if they want to have the movie have good ratings, they shouldn't be advertising a movie on Disney Plus. So yes, it isn't get woke go broke to blame for the theatrical failure of Black Widow because yes, the movie did extremely well on Disney Plus. It made $145 million on Disney Plus alone, and again, Disney gets most of that money back compared to what they get in the feeders, where they get only 60% back compared to Disney Plus, where they basically get 100% back from Disney Plus. And if they'll probably make like $200 million on Disney Plus alone. And this movie will probably make $400 million in the fees. It'll be like $350 million. But it's made back for Disney, $340 made back for Disney. So every overall, this movie to make over $100 million. And that's excluding merchandising, excluding VOD release, excluding your Blu-ray and DVD sales, and that's including other external revenues as well. But there's a lot of merchandise for Black Widow as well. Here as well, the movie as well. Same thing, for example, Cowboys 3. Cowboys 3 bombed the feeders, but it did super well in merchandising and on DVD, Blu-ray, and VOD. That didn't really matter. Black Widow might be another Cowboys 3. It might be another Cowboys 3. The movie underperforms at the box office, but because of how well it did in other revenues, it's definitely gonna make money. Kind of like Cowboys 3 did. Cowboys 3 was in the same predicament as people didn't really care for the Cowboys franchise anymore. But yeah, Black Widow is definitely not gonna lose money for Disney Plus. My model says it's not gonna lose money for Disney Plus because of Disney Plus here. And Black Widow doesn't it cost the market. It needs to make like $350 to include the cost of marketing to cover that stuff. Of course, they'll get all the way back. So that's why I say $400 million it needs to make. But when we look at the marketing, this movie's marketing was strange. They didn't really market it for the feeders. They marketed it for Disney Plus. Half of the ads were for Disney Plus, and then the other half of the ads included the feeders. Oh, you can see the movie in the feeders. But most of the ads would say Black Widow, see now on Disney Plus. They were not Black Widow, see now and feeders and Disney Plus. No. It was Black Widow, watch now, and Disney Plus. And number two, people are opting for the second option, which is Disney Plus, because of the new Delta variant. There are fears over the Delta variant. I'm not really scared of it because, again, I'm probably not going to get it because, again, there are those, of course, few people who are vaccinated and got it, but they said the vaccination has a 90% efficiency against the Delta variant. So the 10% of people who have got it are the 10 people who have had the inefficiency against the variant, especially people who have taken the other vaccines, such as Johnson & Johnson vaccine and the Sinopharm vaccine, which of course have been proven to do worse against the variants as well. For example, let's look at the countries like Chile and Seychelles and Arab Emirates, which took mostly Sinopharm vaccines. They had a massive COVID resurgence here, but we're not gonna talk about COVID-19 in this video, but we actually technically did, but yep, there we go. So Black Widow, it is because of Disney Plus the movie's underperforming feeders. The fandom has to stop making excuses and stop calling this movie a failure, as this movie made money in Disney Plus and made money on streaming. This is probably why Disney is not gonna put Shang-Chi on Disney Plus premiere, because Disney probably knew this would happen. So they probably said, after Black Widow, we're not going to do this anymore for movies, at least for Shang-Chi and the Eternals. So, that's basically it. Goodbye.